News. LIRR workers now on strike. We have been extensively covering these contentious negotiations. 5 unions that represent half of the 7,000 workers at North America's biggest rail line were fighting for better pay, and no agreement was reached before that midnight deadline. The governor has called the strike reckless. All can agree riders will be struggling to get to work. Let's get right to Corey McGinnis in Ronkonkoma, where those workers are walking the picket line this morning. Corey.
Yeah, and this actually all kicked off about an hour ago, and this is growing by the minute. This is now underway. Take a look. You can kind of see what's happening right now. These workers tell me that they'll be here until 7 o'clock tonight. They've been chanting, no contract, no trains, whose power, union power. You can hear them right now. A few cars have been actually riding by, honking their horns in support of these workers. This picket line, as I mentioned, started at 7 o'clock, and since then, we've seen these workers gathering here outside the station, holding signs and continuing their protests as contract talks with the MTA remain stalled. The station is largely empty, a sharp contrast as to what you normally see on a Saturday morning. With trains not running, commuters are forced to find other ways to travel. Officials are also warning drivers to expect significant delays, especially on major routes heading west into the city. This is the first Long Island Railroad strike in decades, and right now there's no clear timeline for when service will return. The two sides are still divided over key issues like pay and working conditions. Listen in.
Late in the 11th hour, the railroad decided to throw health care contributions for new employees, which was never discussed in bargaining. There were things that we had tried to talk about that they had previously discussed, and they flat out said they weren't interested.
We cannot responsibly make a deal that implodes the MTA's budget. Under Governor Hochul's leadership, we fought way too hard to get back on a stable financial footing after COVID to provide more and better service. And we absolutely refuse to make a deal that puts it on riders and taxpayers to fund outsized wage increases.
And right now, the backup plan includes limited shuttle bus services from here to Jamaica. But right now, the plan and the advice is plain and simple. Just make sure that you plan ahead before you head out. Reporting live in Long Island this morning, Corey McGinnis, Pix 11 News.
Yeah, and Corey, we want to get commuters right to that information about how they can plan ahead. Let's talk about how commuters will be able to handle this. First, the MTA says frontline is work from home. If that is not an option for you, there are some other limited ways to get to the city. There are shuttle buses that are running during peak hours. To Manhattan, they're going to run westbound from 4:30 to 9 a.m. and then to Long Island from 3 to 7 p.m. They'll run to 6 locations on the island, going to JFK Airport and Jamaica, where you can then get on a subway. The MTA also partnering with the NICE bus system in Nassau County, calling on towns to provide additional emergency parking or to drive directly to the more western subway stations, with the caveat that there is no parking facility there and that you need to be dropped off. Head to pix11.com. We have laid out all of your options there for you so that you can begin planning. This is also hitting baseball fans coming in from the island with the Subway Series going on. LIRR no longer an option to get to those 3 games. Here are the options. The Mets started a brand new shuttle service this year. You can catch one from all the stops that you see here on the map. And in addition to the extra shuttles, there is an added stop at Manhasset's LIRR station. Tickets are $9 for a round trip or $25 for a family of 4. More information on our website as well, pix11.com.